I did a thing. I would appreciate you not telling Elena, but I got 3 things that may be good for when I go out to the field here in the next coming week. So I was hoping to maybe review those 3 things for you guys, let you know how they actually are. I'll put the link to them in the description below so that if you want them, you can go get them, I guess. But so I got a mosquito net tent. Um, it kind of goes over your cot, uh, and then just keeps the bugs out from you. So I will be staying inside of a tent with other people, a whole bunch of people. This will kind of be a tent inside of that tent, technically. And then I got a Sleepingo sleeping mat. On the reviews, it says it's really good. It's super small. I'm gonna pull all these out and actually build them up and show you what they look like there. And then the last thing I got was just a inflatable pillow, just by Trek. So I'm gonna actually build these, show you what they look like built out, and then I will go to the field and let you guys know how they work out there. We've got it all set up. Elena is modeling for us. So for a shorter person, this is awesome. Actually, I fit in there too, just a little bit more claustrophobic. So we have the mat inflated down below. This is the tent part, so this will actually in the corners set up and clip into a regular cot. The pillow, the Trekology pillow here, this thing seems really well made actually. It's got a double vent that as you blow into it, it locks that air in immediately, and then you push down the button on the inside and it releases. And then it's got like grippies on the back to keep it from sliding around. The Sleepingo doesn't have that, so it'll slide around a little bit more. The first time I inflated it, it had issues with deflating because the vent is like a little plastic circle. But if you push on it and actually like rim it around from the other side, it locks in place and you won't have that hissing air loss. So I'm gonna leave this inflated overnight, see if it actually loses air or anything like that. Come back, see how it is. We are back next morning, and I had to reinflate the Sleep and Go about 3 times before I figured out the trick, right? I put, as you can see, the vacuum on top of it. So the big thing is having weight actually on the pad to push the pressure onto the seal. So when you get it, your Sleep and Go, you'll see the nozzle that you blow into has that plastic, and all it is a plastic flap that basically when the pressure of the air pushes back against it, it seals itself. Well, if you don't have any weight laying against the mat, it can have a slow leak. When you have that slow leak though, it only took me like 2 to 3 breaths to reinflate it to its full. It's not a big deal. When you're actually sleeping on it, it should stay inflated. We'll see. I'm gonna, after this, actually sleeping on it for a night in the field, we'll see how it actually goes out there. So take the vacuum off of it. The pillow seems still really firm, maybe not quite as firm, but I think it's because maybe the plastic is stretching because it's the first time use. That'll happen with a lot of your inflatables. I don't think this nozzle is going to leak any air at all. So as you can see, I'll try to see if focus is on there. It's literally just a button. So push it in, it's deflating. Push it again, and it's locked, and you can still breathe the air into it, and it won't let any out. I love that design. This is a really, really well made pillow. I'm excited to use this. The Sleep and Go. So just looking at it, This seems like it's going to be a really good mat, especially for the price. I can already tell if you don't have like this housing for the mat to sit on, it's going to slide around, right? There's no grips on the back side. You could modify this pretty easily, just even with a hot glue gun or something like that. Just put dots, or even, I mean, there's tons of grips that you could just stick to the back side of this if you wanted, for pretty cheap. I'm gonna leave it as it is, but so far, we're doing good. We're doing good. Besides the reinflation thing down here, let me show you guys what I'm talking about with this nozzle. So, this right here, hopefully you can see it well, this little black piece is being pushed by air and just holding it in. As soon as you push this just a little bit, I just push the flap out of the way and it's completely open. So it deflates really quick and easy. If you read the outside here, it says push it like that so that the flap is fully open, so when you roll it up, it's good to go. That's all I got for now, guys. I will see you after the field. I got back from the field. I had a great time out there. It rained. It was just awesome. But the three products, right? So starting with the tent. Worked out great, kept everything confined just like where I wanted to sleep. It was a little restrictive for my height. If you're much taller than about 5'10", you're gonna start feeling really cramped inside of there. But other than that, I loved it. It attached great to our regular cot. It worked out really well. The only thing is the poles, right? So I had to take it apart and put it back together twice. Same with everything else. But the poles, right? When you're feeding them through, they get caught a lot and it takes a little bit of an effort. Maybe I'm just not a pro at it yet, but both times it took me a little bit to get those poles through and it actually set up. Other than that, that would really be my only complaint with the mosquito netting, is the actual tent pole feeding through it. It was just a little bit more difficult. All right, the sleep mat, right? So I talked about a little bit about it deflating if you don't do it properly. It only deflated once out of the 2 days I had it, rolled it up, put it out, and it didn't deflate during the middle of the night. Kept firm, it was perfect. What I did say about it slipping around did happen though. So it liked to slip up underneath my head or back and forth, and I had to adjust that a little bit. So take that as you want. All together though, slept great, felt good on the cot. I woke up, I was able to sleep on my side even, and that's how I personally like to sleep. The third product, right, is the pillow. Loved it, loved it. Worked just like I thought it was gonna work. The only comment I have with that is, for me personally, I inflated it all the way and it was too stiff, and I ended up like in the middle of the night reaching and trying to find the valve so I could deflate it a little bit. So maybe for you, try to figure out how much you actually like it inflated before the middle of the night. Other than that, great products. I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope this helps you out if you decide to go with them.